Hello everyone, Kyle from Envision IT in Madison, Wisconsin, United States. Here's what I've been working on for the hackathon. Internally, we have a weight loss contest going. Requires employees to log their weight once a week and rewards people if they hit a percentage. But the data lives on our website and requires employees to log in and see the data and enter their weight. Thought this would be good to try and hook up to the micro apps. I've created an integration here called Envision Weight Loss. And here's the data that it's loading. A little bit about the current week, the start and the end, and then everyone who signed up for the contest. And if they have currently weighed in, it has a little bit more information. If they haven't weighed in, there's some null fields. And then there's micro apps associated with this. The current week app has a notification that gets triggered every time there's a new current week, because the number is the primary key. This actually is a new record each time that changes. It goes away when it's done, and opens this current week notification version as the target. The actual action for this is the action version, but they're pretty much the same. So here is the action version. The reason I had to create two pages, they're the same except for this edit filter, because you have to have a filter for an action version to get the correct data, but the notification version includes the record that caused the notification by default or something, I think. Just shows the data about the week, and here's the table about this. There's a filter on the table to only give me the records that actually weighed in. Could have just returned those in the API, but I wanted to do something else with the people that hadn't weighed in. So here's the notification that gets triggered and the action. So this is the data that you will see. The reason I added an action and in addition to the notifications, if this gets cleared, I want to still be able to allow people to get to this data. There's also an add weigh-in functionality here. See this? It's just a weight. So you add something here, like I'll say, and then the number thing is a little weird, but they're working on that apparently. We'll add that weigh-in. It triggered, and then we can go back to the current week, and it sees it has added me. All right, how did I do that? Back over here in the micro apps, there's an add weigh-in functionality here. This as a single page. This page is set as the action in the micro app, and it's just a simple field, but the add weigh-in button here calls the add weigh-in service action and passes the user email to it and the weight to it from this input, and that calls our system on the back end. The other thing that I was working on, I haven't quite finished, but I think should be possible, is I wanted to add, sorry, that's the wrong thing. In the add weigh-in, I wanted to add a reminder that gets called. I was testing on Tuesday. It didn't quite work, so I'm not quite there, but I want to add a reminder on Friday. That's the wrong time. That's one of the reasons. I want to call it at like 6 in the morning and just send out, hey, you haven't weighed in yet. Don't forget to weigh in. I think this should be it down here. Their weigh-in is null, and I want to make sure it's the correct current week, because once the contest ends, the API may still be being hit. We don't want to keep sending things out after the contest ends. Anyway, that's what I've been working on, and still excited. There's a few things we're still messing around, but coming along.